Got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Today we are doing 2.4 equations with variables on both sides. Remember to write absolutely everything that is typed or written in this video as we go along, and pause the video at any time that you need to write things down. Okay, remember the goal is to get your variable by itself. We want our variable alone. Get your variables on the left side and get your numbers on the right side. Oh, that was backwards for y'all. Get your variables on the left side and get your numbers on the right side, okay? Do the opposite of what it says to get your numbers or variables on the other side. So if you are trying to get this to the other side of the equal sign, you have to undo it and do the opposite. That's the only way you're going to move it to the other side of the equal sign. Okay, so here is how we are doing this. Draw a line down from your equal sign. That's always the first step. Okay, so we want our numbers on the right and our variables on the left. So I want to get rid of this number because it's on the left and I want it on the right. So I want to do the opposite of what it says. It says to subtract 10, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Negative 10 plus 10 cancels, and we are left with 6s equals s plus 10. Now, one thing about variables and constants are numbers without variables, okay? You cannot add or subtract them together, okay? This is not going to be 9s. It's not going to be 10s. It's not going to be 11s, okay? This is going to stay s plus 10. You cannot combine them further unless you are multiplying them or dividing them. You cannot add or subtract variables and constants. You cannot. Okay? So now we want to get this variable on the other side of the equal sign. We want our variables on the left side. So we need to get rid of this positive s. The way we get rid of the positive s is by doing the opposite. So it is a positive s, so I want to make it a negative or subtract s from both sides. S minus s cancels, and we are left with a positive 10. And 6s minus s, well, if we have 6 s's, and we subtract 1 s from it, we are left with 5 s's. Okay, now, to solve this is just what we did last week. We want to do the opposite of what it says. Right now it says that we are multiplying our variable s times 5. We want to do the opposite of that, which is divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 1 times s is s, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So s is equal to 2. Okay? Pause this video if you need to write these things down. Okay, draw a line down from your equal sign. We want our variables on the left, and our numbers on the right. So we want to get rid of this 25. We want it on the right side, so we need to subtract this 25 because it is a positive 25. And the way to get rid of a positive number is to subtract it. We are left with negative 3u equals 2u minus 25. Remember, you cannot add or subtract constants and variables or coefficients together. We cannot do that. Okay, coefficients is just another name for the number in front of your variable. So now we want our variables on the left, so we want to get rid of this positive 2u. The way we get rid of a positive is we subtract it, so minus 2u from both sides. 2u minus 2u cancels, and we are left with a negative 25. And negative 3u minus 2u gives us a negative 5u. Now we still want to get u by itself, so we want to do the opposite of what it says. Right now we are multiplying u times -5. So to solve, we would need to do the opposite of multiplying times -5, which is dividing both sides by -5. -5 divided by -5 is 1, and 1 times u is u, and -25 divided by -5 is a +5. Okay? 2 more problems and we are done. Okay, this one looks a little bit different from the ones we've been dealing with, but we are going to do the exact same thing. Okay, that was a horrible line. We are going to do the exact same things. We want our numbers on the right and our variables on the left. So we want to get rid of this +20 by subtracting it. This cancels and we are left with k is equal to 9k minus 4 minus 20. Now, on the right side, we can combine like terms, which means we can take -4 and -20 and put them together. -4 minus 20 gives us a -24. This turns into this. That's terrible. Okay, so I'm just going to bring down my 9k. -4 minus 20 gives me this -24. And then I still have k on my left. So again, I want my variables on my left side. So I'm going to take my 9k away, subtract 9k because it's positive. Okay, 9k minus 9k cancels and we're left with -24. And k minus 9k gives me a -8k. To solve this, I want to do the same thing to both sides. So I want to do the opposite of what it says. It says that k is being multiplied times -8, and we want to do the opposite to solve that, which is divide both sides by -8. So -8 divided by -8 is 1, and 1 times k is k, and -24 divided by -8 gives me 3. All right, last problem, and we are done. Okay. This is very similar to the last problem. Okay, we want our numbers on the right and we want our variables on the left. So this is a -5, so we want to do the opposite and add 5 to both sides. This cancels and we are left with -4b equals 3b plus 9 plus 5. Again, over here we can combine these like terms. 9 plus 5 gives me 14, so I'm going to rewrite my equation, 3b plus 14. Now I want to get my variable on my left. It is a positive 3b, so I want to do the opposite and subtract 3b from both sides. 3b minus 3b cancels, and I'm left with 14 on my right, and -4b minus 3b, which is -7b, on my left. I want to get my variable by itself, so I need to do the opposite of what it says. Right now it says to multiply b times -7. We want to do the opposite of that, which is divide both sides by -7. -7 divided by -7 is 1, and 1 times b is b, and 14 divided by -7, which is -2. So our answer is B is equal to -2. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.